I ask for the truth on behalf of Jack Dart concerning, well, relationship, friendship issues here. Apparently he's dropped a clanger, put his foot in it, I think, he's admitted to it, and there's been a falling out, basically. There's been a falling out, and his friend hasn't spoke to him since, and wants to know what the crack is, what's going on here. So, as for guidance and insight, in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth, always. And we just cut the deck for you there, Jack, and we'll see what the crack is, Jack. Sorry about that, my potent don't know it, and basically, well, that's as best as I can do. I'll deal 3 cards here. We'll deal 3 cards, past, present and future. The first card we deal is in the possession of the past. This is the recent past, so it's really a period of time between now and, well, I suppose you could say the 1st of February, couldn't you, really, to some degree. It's about a month ago, about 28 days or so. I usually say about a moon phase behind, then we do a moon phase ahead, and that's roughly a month, as you would call it. That's neat. The next card we deal is in the position of the present, so that's of course what's going on now there with you and your friend, and then of course the immediate future, again about 28 days ahead, 3 or 4 weeks, so say between now and the 1st of April, couldn't you, just to round it up, I suppose. Not exact figure, I suppose, but that's as near as damn it as to swearing, isn't it? So let's just place that there. So we've got the recent past influence, the present influence and the immediate future influence. That's basically the crack, Jack. Let's see what's been going on over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. Let's just see what energy has been vibrating there. Maybe could give us an idea into what's caused it or whatever. You've of course put your hands up and admitted that you're the one who dropped the clanger, and here you got the wizard. This one's turning up quite a well, the second time it's turned up tonight, isn't it, this one? The wizard symbolises magic, of course. Now the clock's going to go off now. Only four strikes, so you should be okay. It's usually 3 strikes and you're out, not 4, so you get away with that one. The wizard's magic in this particular case symbolises, as we've noticed before with this one, the hand is encircled, isn't it? Just show you that there. And the encircled hand there indicates literally that, a helping hand. What did I tell you? A bit late tonight, the clock, I'm going to have to speed it up a bit and knock it forward a bit or something. The bells. The hand encircled of course indicates assistance that you may have been giving to this friend of yours, or offered. Using your skills to aid others, of course. Can that be perceived as a favour, or can it be perceived as either interfering or making the person you help look as if they're incapable of doing it themselves? That's what I'm getting from that. In some cases, when it's like a relationship reading or a career or something like that, it can indicate a similar sort of thing. It's a similar sort of same energy, isn't it? But it's, in this particular case, it seems to be vibrating with a sort of well, thanks but no thanks, I'm quite capable of doing that myself. It could be anything from even offering to lend them money or something like that. Well, I'm capable of paying for it myself, and I don't want to be viewed as a pauper or something like that, you know. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for, of course, loan loses both itself and friend, doesn't it? Hopefully it's not that. But whatever this falling out was, it's based on this idea that you've, over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so, within that time period, you've tried to help this friend, and maybe it's been taken the wrong way. That's what I'm getting from that. I want to pull the next card. I'm just dreading to see what this one is, just in case. No, it isn't. It's alright, I thought I hadn't shuffled them. But you saw me shuffle them, so you know I did. It's just me, I don't trust myself, you know. This is the problem. You've got the hourglass. Now that's an interesting development there, isn't it? Right now, of course, the hourglass indicating that time is of the essence. You've used your skills to aid others, and now time is of the essence. Maybe to sort this one out. Get this sorted out. Who's the one who has to make the first move, though? Normally, if there's a sort of a perpetrator and a victim, it's usually, I always tend to think it's the victim who has to make the first move. Like say it's a bloody abusive marriage or something, the man's beating the woman up, the woman has to make the first move and get out or whatever. In this particular case, of course, I suppose in this particular case with you, that there was a short period of time where everybody was claiming to be the victim. But I was going to say that, but I can't say that because you've admitted that you dropped the clanger, and so I can't shout at you for that, can I? Really, nobody can, because you've shouted beating yourself up over it. But time is of the essence to sort this out. The sands of time run low before you now, and it's literally that, as it says, and you've just got to really get this one sorted out. Find that person, or whatever. They're not answering to your messages or whatever, but find a way of making contact there and just get this one dealt with. Of course, you've been man enough to admit here, but admitting to us in this group isn't going to do you much good for your friend. That if your friend isn't, unless your friend's a member and gets the message, I don't know. But certainly, it's time to move now. No time like the present, literally, in that regard. I want to see what the immediate future holds, because given, I suppose, the positive side of this, is there a positive outcome? You would have thought so, theoretically. But erring on the side of caution. The spider there, although the spider represents creativity, doesn't he? Planning and theorising, calculation. In this particular case, of course, being meticulous and patient between now and the 1st of April, I suppose, attention to detail in that regard, isn't it? You're against the clock right now, and between now and then, and within the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, you could say, it's more just a case of attention to detail, but nevertheless be patient. Patience is a virtue, and you can't make them sort of forgive you or get back into the way things were again or whatever. If they've cut cut you off, it's up to them to sort of tie the knot or uncut you again, and undo it from their side of it. You've admitted you've dropped a clanger, and it's up to them to admit to themselves that they may be dropping a clanger now by not acknowledging that. And if things were good before in the friendship, then clearly they can be carrying on being good if it just weren't for this bloody thing that somebody dropped a clanger over. But maybe I got a sense of pride as well, in the sense of people have got the pride, and the pride or face or something has been damaged in some way. To save face, who's the first one. I got a sort of sense as though your friend now would how can I say, your friend would think they were making the first move, when really you've already done it. You've already admitted to it, haven't you? So the first move's already been made, but they may be thinking that they are having to make the first move by accepting it, when really the first move's already been made, and that's a confusing part, because we all have to back off or whatever, don't we? I suppose to some degree. And of course, whether I suppose the word friend being, I suppose, the key word really. Unless I personally, I can't see it going on for too long really. Spinning your web to try and catch them comes to mind with the spider there, of course. Don't go, it's just as he's saying, don't go after them, let them come to you. But of course, I said earlier, go chase them down or whatever, but maybe that's what it is. You've just got to, time is of the essence to sort it out. But it's up to them to come and get caught in the web that you want to spin, to catch them, to say, oh, by the way, maybe you're just accidentally bumping into them as you come out the shop or something like that, you know, or at the bus stop. You don't normally catch the bus, or you don't normally go in that shop, but, oh, just by the way, oh, bloody hell, would you believe it? I've been trying to get in touch with you, wanted a word with you. Not now, I'd rather not. Yeah, but you know, then whatever. That's the sort of thing I'm sort of getting from that. But attention to detail, in the sense that being meticulous as well as being patient in that regard, as it says there. Just being sort of attention to detail. Well, I do acknowledge that I'm aware of that, and I know, I understand that that's the case. But I'll just try and keep my nose out next time, or whatever it was that and now I know that I should have realised you're big enough and ugly enough to stick up for yourself, or something like that, you know. That's the sort of thing I'm getting from it. But that could, of course, be just the impression I'm getting from the question on your Facebook post alone. So that could be just an opinion based on that. But when the energy's here present, it does look as if you know it's just somebody else trying to help somebody, and time being of the essence. Clock running against the clock to get this bloody sorted out. Why be against the clock? You're against the clock now, of course. Unless there's a threat that it'll escalate. I can't see that though, really, to some degree, because attention to detail there, spin a web, try and find a way of catching them in the sense of, as I said, you know, bumping into them or whatever, where you wouldn't normally go where you know where they go, not stalk them or anything like that, but just go where they just accidentally, sort of deliberately accidentally bump into them, or something of that nature. Or even if there's a friend, I suppose. I mean, you must have thought of all that you could get somebody to work on your behalf. But I can't see that. It looks as though you admitted to it, and it's up to you to sort this one out, sadly. But that seems to be the method. But patience is of a virtue, and you can't bring them round to your way of thinking, in the sense of you can't bring them round to accept your apology or whatever it is. It's only they can do that. But you're against the clock anyway. Whatever this is, you are against the clock. I am sort of sensing it may be money, in a sense of neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend. I'm thinking that, but then again, it could be bloody anything. It's just the fact that you've tried to help somebody out, help a friend out, and oh dear. Tell me about it. I know exactly what. If that's the case, I know exactly. I've learned never to help an old lady across the street ever again. If that's the karma of the person that put that idea into my head, who stabbed me in the back when I did it, or what? Maybe I'm wrong, but I've learned you never help an old lady across the street ever again. Unless they ask for help, you don't help them. And I suppose with them being friends, you somehow feel obliged to, and maybe it could be, it's just been taken the wrong way, that's all. So maybe, although you've held your hand, you put your hands up and admitted it's your fault, maybe the fault in that sense could be on their side as well, in the sense they've taken it the wrong way. So there's two sides to it, isn't there? And maybe they're against the clock as well, to snap out of it or something. But either way, a sort of a meticulous approach, attention to detail, is work in the darkness, work in the shadows, spin a web, find a way of maybe, as I say, bumping into them, or just catching them off the guard and make it look by pure chance or something like that, of course. And just attention to detail, and just remember just not to think of a big red tomato again. And I'm sure you probably won't. But for now, we'll cast a shadow for you there, Jack, and best of luck. These cards have spoken.